Welcome back to Two Shit Blokes with Jason and Dave, proudly recorded at the Hills Podcast Studio inside the beautiful Bella Vista Hotel. Thank you for having us. Send this to your mates, your enemies. We're not really picky. We just want to get the message out there of all things great in the world of NRL, NFL, horse racing, and the great game that it is. Follow us on Spotify so you know when the next episode is up and running. Tone disclaimer, there is no editing. It's raw and harsh, but we just don't care. Or maybe the producer doesn't know what he's doing. Either way, here we are, ready to rock and roll. Enjoy. We're going to start with our listener comments again. So we do love them when they get sent through, so thank you. Please keep it up. We're going to start with our, I guess one of our long-time comment makers, Seabear. Really thankful to see you guys bringing awareness to the LGBTQIA plus community. My least favourite gay couple. Thanks for that. A very hurtful comment, but we do appreciate this feedback, so thanks, Seabear.
And to little Seabear, my beautiful daughter, congratulations on getting into Macquarie University. Me and Mum are very, very proud of you. And yes, Jason and I are your favourite gay couple.
She clearly gets the brains from her mother.
This is true.
Moving on, speaking of brains, we've got Jez. Jez is up next. Jez, simply do better. You two cycling each other with all the in-sync comments. Seriously, get a sponsorship with Tampax.
That's hopeful.
I haven't heard so much love in with each other since Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin. What was the go with Reece Walsh's painted fingernails in the toilet drinking video? Taking fashion tips off you two morons again. Wow, he unloaded. That's a lot of aggression from Jez, and it all comes from us calling him handsy.
But he was handsy.
Got handsy.
That's not on me, mate.
He can't, he's a bit of a drunken lover.
Do we want to get into Walshy's drinking toilet water?
I just don't care.
I do. The only thing I'll say is that I think it's hilarious that the Broncos came out and said that it was a brand new toilet. No one ever used it. And they don't know how sewer works. It all connects and, amoebas and bacteria doesn't float. Like, come on, boys, be better.
Mate, I just think that the poor CEO, when he got the job there, was thinking, I'm living the dream. I'm in charge of the Broncos. And then next minute, he's standing up before the media telling him about Reece Walsh drinking from a toilet. Like, it's not worth the money, mate. Just find a new job.
Now they've got a media manager on him there, so they'll let a post without approval.
That is just generations cooked. All right, we've got Dan Ox. Love Dan. I saw a photo of Dan today.
You did, on top of the filing cabinet?
Yeah, I borrowed for people wondering, I wasn't stalking Dan, but I borrowed a van from Dave to go and pick up a lounge. So thanks for the van, Dave.
Is it true that you borrowed a white van today and were driving around schools?
Yeah, but I was wondering why you had teddy bears and cable ties in the back, but that explains it.
Well, you put them there. You should know.
So I did see a picture of Dan. So Dan, I know what you look like, and I'm sorry. Hey, pal, still a long-time listener. Won't tell you how many comments I've made after Jason blasted me. Still probably one of your biggest fans in the Northern Hemisphere. Now we know that Penrith will win the comp. You're not too sure about that one, but anyway, let's turn the attention to the real men's sport. My cousin AJ Brown, not really well known, plays for the Eagles and has given me his multi. And I'll tell you what, Dan, I've read this multi and I love it. Eagles to win. This is on Friday, folks. Eagles to win against Dallas. AJ Brown, anytime TD. Saquon Barkley to have 80-plus rushing, paying $4.77 on Ladbrokes. I like it. I think it'll get in.
It's a good one. I'm gonna back it.
And he was also happy that Notre Dame lost, being Dave's team. So that's good.
Hurtful. I have two teams in the college ball, and one of them won. Penn State smashed them, and Notre Dame was garbage.
They were garbage. Here we have another comment from a new one. Here we go. Eileen, you lick. Eileen, you lick. Here, Jason, you've got to wake up to yourself about that love letter you gave PVL last week. The bloke hasn't saved racing. All he's done is jack up the taxes on punters and scare the next generation away from ever backing a horse. Honestly, I'd rather have a glass of water at Reece Walsh's house than sit through that dribble again. Do better, mate. God, he's a dick. Mate, you go to the races now and you actually see massive groups of young people that are there to enjoy the races. It shows what he's done. You go to the Everest, you go to the championship and everything. It's very clear that he's very frustrated here, Eileen, that there isn't been a few $1.20 horses that he could back, and he's throwing his frustration onto us, which I think is wrong.
Yeah, I think it's the pressure to get married.
Yeah, it would be a lot of pressure on him.
He did get upset with me because I did said there wasn't a date yet, but there is a date. I just didn't listen.
I wouldn't listen either. I think it's $1. There's $1.20 that she will say, "Look, I've been thinking, and no thanks."
It's in her best interest.
I think it is too. Yeah. I think she can do better.
Not a high bar. I think both our wives could do better as well, mate.
Yeah, but we've got kids now, so they're kind of locked in. Here we go. This is my favourite comment. It comes from Hay. It says, "Dave, I can swing. Is that what you were doing in America?"
True. I think I can swing is the comment re my betting. I put one team in a multi and the other one I picked to win the week. So, yes, but I did swing in America with Jason. Correct. and you did get Comment of the Week award this week. Hey, so there you go.
Oh, I think it's great. And as I've said, I think I'd love to bring her in here so she can look at the analytics and the stats of that, because Hayley is amazing with statistics to actually see what her take on the multi could be.
Too smart for this podcast.
Yeah, but it'd just be interesting. You know, they attack to the left. They got this percentage of winning. They complete at this rate. They do this. Like, it'll be interesting. Anyway,
her old man should be taking advantage of this, right? On the punting.
Yeah, but he's like us. He's not smart enough to do that.
Yeah, agreed.
Here we go. White Ant, 6 hours ago. It's quite obvious that Jason thinks he's the talent. I don't think I'm the talent. What I do think is that I'm the most talented person between the two of us.
Not a high bar.
No. Let's get real here. If we didn't have a competent producer, and again, not competent, clearly not competent after today.
Not today.
It all goes to shit. Not having met Jason, it appears from the podcast that I've heard that his skills are limited. Dave is the real star. See, this comment is not written by this bloke
100%.
Here. No, it is not.
I will show you where it came from.
I want an IP&D check on this shit, because there is no way that comes from anyone else but Dave Shaw.
It must be an investigation, Jason.
Mate, you are dead set. It's fishing your own talent. That is ridiculous. Please keep the feedback coming. The good, bad, or borderline defamatory. We'll read them all again next week. So thanks again, everyone. So let's talk about this, the upcoming vacancy by Adam O'Brien, whether he's been sacked or walked away, whichever way you want to look at it. Newcastle job's vacant. There's been a few names. We've got to be careful here, because I think there's been a few names that the media have put up, not necessarily that applied. Dave, what's your take?
As you know, Jason, I wrote an essay on this because I'm a nerd. So this job is basically a very, very difficult task for anyone, right? So the candidates that I've heard are Dean Young, Andrew Johns, Matty Johns, Blake Green, Justin Holbrook and Matt King. I haven't heard Brad Arthur's name, but I think he's tied up in England anyway. So my question to you, Jace, was which coach would you take on out of those?
I said, for me, Holbrook is the only coach I would leave a club that's in a bit of disarray, like the Knights. I do think Matt King just runs the water for the Roosters, I think. I don't even think he's on a coach. One coach that does interest me is Dean Young, because he does have a lot of runs on the board as an assistant.
The Dragons didn't want him.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean he's not a good coach. I'm just saying.
If the Dragons could fall on their dicks, they would pick the wrong bloke. And they picked the right bloke, but...
No, you're saying they picked the right bloke because you're a fan of Flanagan, because he won a premiership with the Sharks, who you follow.
Agreed.
He's also the same guy that's let his son run rampant in the Dragons' colours and has not said.
He has been outstanding. I will not stand here or sit here and listen to you bagging.
He is not a good football player.
He's a sensational football player, Jace.
He's not, and quite clearly Flanagan doesn't have the guts to stand him down. But
could you imagine going home to mum and saying, "I'll drop your son"? Can you imagine?
That's his job. He's paid for.
Seriously, come on. The guy's a freak.
You're an idiot. And I do think that if you're looking at it from that point of view, Holbrook is the only answer. Giving the reins to the Johns brothers, it's like there's nothing you can even compare it to.
Well, Andrew Johns is a horrible human being.
Yeah, you're not a fan.
Absolutely.
I've never seen this side of him that you have, because you won't invite me to the on-field club. So please elaborate.
Anyone who wants the greatest rugby league experience, if you like, Combank has the on-field club, which is only about $400 a game. I don't pay that. I've got a nice friend from Andy from Online Concrete Cutting. He takes me there. So if you need a concrete cutter, Andy's your man. Yeah, but there's a tunnel there, right, where all the players come out, where all the officials go, and where all the media personalities go, and there's a bar and they serve you food. It's fantastic, right? So people like Paul Gallen come out there and they talk to all the fans and get photos, and Cooper Cronk and all these massive people. But Andrew Johns will run like he's late to get through the crowd, right? And there's only 50, 60 people in there. There's not a lot of people, a lot of young kids and stuff. And then he does his Channel 9 stuff and then runs back like he's late again. Now, let's say that he was late, but if you do it 6 times, you're just an arsehole. And if you can't spend 5 seconds or 5 minutes to say hello to the fans, that most blokes don't want to. Right? Most blokes don't approach people. Right? And I think Paul Gallen's a great bloke. I never approached him while I was in there, but the kids go up and it's good for the game. So the people that are paying you should give him some time. But he's an arsehole and he doesn't do it.
I agree. I agree with it in the sense that people can say, he's not paid to do it. And you know what? He's paid on by Channel 9. And I think that people watch because of what he actually says and the comments he makes and whatever. And I think his comments are horrendous and I think he doesn't know what he's talking about. And I will not watch Channel 9. But he's made a living out of rugby league. To do so, you need the fans to support. So show some respect to the fans. And that's what he doesn't do.
No, agreed. And, the fact of the matter is there's people running around giving their time, Paul Gallen for one, and, Freddie Fiddler walked around and, there's guys walking around and they give 10 minutes of their time. It's not going to kill you. No, but he doesn't want to give anyone anything. Yeah. And I can't. He might be the greatest bloke away from football, but at football he's an absolute arsehole.
No, fair call. But back to it, I think Holbrook is the only coach you would trust with that lineup. I think they've got the worst forward pack in rugby league next year. And they can buy Dylan Brown on massive money, which they have. Ponga will be back, but they've got Bradman Best. Their backs are okay, their wingers are okay. They still don't have a halfback. They've got a good hooker coming through, which is Brad Arthur's son. I think, pretty sure that's right. Yeah, he's quite a good player. Big raps on him, but they don't have a front row, and they've got their back row is suspect.
Other son, Jake, I bagged him last week. Mate. He's not a first grader. He got dropped to the bench. They didn't use him much either.
Oh, he's terrible.
So let's go through the problems that there is with the Knights and why this is such a big job. So firstly, Dylan Brown, 10 years, 1.3 million, scaled, right?
That surprises me being scaled because most clubs do the 10-year deal because by years 7, 8, 9 or 10, if your salary cap keeps going up, that 1.3 might not only be the fourth highest paid player in the club. Yeah. But if you scale it, it could go up. That 1.3 could be worth $2 million in 8 years' time.
Yeah, from my understanding, it's scaled. So then you've got Ponga on 1.5 to 1.8, the reports are, right?
Yeah, that's about 1.8.
Somewhere, maybe that's the scaling when he gets to the end of it. Maybe
holy crap.
That's But from what I've read, both of them are taken up between 24 and 28% of their salary cap, right? So for them to sign another 28 players, they got $314,000 as an average to sign those players. They're in desperate need of a halfback, an organising halfback, right? And we both know that Dylan Brown's not an organising halfback.
No, right? He's not.
So to get a decent halfback, you got to spend $700,000 or $800,000.
Oh,
you can find
need more. You need more than that.
If you can find, but you get a young bloke or whatever, you look at the two halves for Canberra. None of them would be on huge money at the moment. They will be, but they're not on huge money. So if you can jag someone like that, an Ethan Strange, you might be okay. But geez, it's just a big job. And if you're a rookie coach out there and you're thinking about taking this job on, you are kidding yourself. And with Blake Green, well, he's been assistant coach there for a couple of years. And you're going to put this bloke in the job and he hasn't done anything to change the joint since he's been there? Like, what a load of shit.
I just think they don't have the cattle. They don't have the cattle, mate. They don't. When your forward pack's as bad as that, you don't care who comes in coach. You're not going to do well. I think, though, Holbrook has a better chance of getting the most out of the players than anyone else.
Yep.
Just before we go into the round, I just have to relay a quick story. My wife just texted me God love her. I've got the whole family over for dinner. So after here, I'm going to shoot off to dinner with my lovely family, mum, dad, sister, family. So Emily decides to put, my lovely wife that is, to put something in the slow cooker. So when they all turn up, something will be ready. Nice, some nice piece of lamb. But she realised after 5 hours of putting something in the slow cooker that she accidentally put it on low instead of high. So dinner for me will probably be about midnight tonight when the lamb's ready.
Oh, you get McDonald's.
Yeah, I think that'll be the next step.
Pizza.
God love her. God, she's a wonderful wife. Just sometimes just lacks the details needed of certain areas in life.
I'm not getting involved.
Very good. All right, we'll kick off. This is now. Let's talk about the footy. Thursday night, there's a few games here that we'll be brushing over because there's nothing really good to talk about. But for me, Thursday night footy started off basically in that vein. Dogs played Penrith. My same game multi was in this game. My multi was also in this game. And it all fell apart because the Dogs are crap.
Agreed. I didn't really have a lot of interest in it anyway. I watched it because it was Thursday night and that's what I do. But I thought the Panthers embarrassed the Dogs.
Yeah.
Especially in the first half.
They did, mate. It was bad.
Even with a player in the sin bin, they still couldn't put points on them. The Panthers pack, they weren't big enough or strong enough to make the meters required to trouble the Dogs. But, at the end of the day, you would think that the Dogs would run right over them and it'd be a 40 to 50 point game.
It should have been.
And
they made 10 line breaks and they didn't put them away. They were poor. They were poor across the park. You got 6 debutants for Penrith. That's massive. They got 16 new faces in the team. You had, I think, Matt Eisenhuth might have had the most experience in the team. Paul Alamotti. Dane Laurie was very good.
Very, very good.
And again, I think he was very good at the Tigers. He's gone to Penrith. I think he's happy to play a bit of the utility role or from the bench or whatever. He's a very good football player.
Yeah,
He's got
his energy in that game was outstanding.
Yeah, he stood up to a full strength Dogs team, and he did not embarrass himself. Mav Geyer was out. I thought was very good. Can't wait for him to get to the Tigers next year. I thought for the Dogs, I didn't see much that I liked. They missed a lot of tackles against a team that threw nothing at them. I think in the 30s they missed tackles. They had 58% of the possession. Their pack missed a lot of tackles, which is concerning.
Yep.
I don't know if they kind of were a bit nervous about playing Penrith in this way, because I guess if you're playing a team that everyone expects you to beat, you need to beat them and beat them well. And when that didn't happen, maybe they got a bit nervous about it. But some of the passes thrown by Lockie Galvin were dreadful.
Yep.
And what's interesting is it doesn't count against errors against him. It's errors by the player that dropped it.
And the coach wrapped him.
It
was insane.
That is ridiculous. The coach coming out and said that he's improved in his defence. One, he missed 3 tackles against a team of nobodies.
Yep.
The week before, his defence was woeful. And I think he's just saying it to try and keep his confidence high because it's not. It can't be high at the moment. He's not playing well. You can't be jumping out of his skin going, I'm going like, thanks, I'm going great. When you're not playing well, you know yourself you're not playing well.
Yeah.
And he's not. So or maybe the coach is just trying to keep him pumped for the finals, but
maybe he's covering his ass, Jace.
For buying a shiny new toy.
Yep.
Well, yeah, that's true, but you can't tell me their attack is better now than it was with Sexton and Reid Marnie.
Agreed.
And they're going to let Matt Burton go. I don't understand what's happening with this team. It's like they've got a good team. They're just trying to rearrange chairs here. I don't get it.
No. And well, are you going to find a better 5'8" than Burton at the moment? Where are you finding him from? Is he in reserve grade? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Mate, it could all. As I've said, this is a week, it's a competitive comp at the moment. The Dogs could string together a couple of wins in the finals. You win the first one, you get a week off, you go into the next game to qualify for the grand final. You win that, you're in the grand final. You're 3 wins away from winning a grand final. The Dogs might string it together.
I doubt it.
Yeah, but it's not impossible.
It is. They're not good enough. The thing that I noticed about the blunder, which is the bunker, but no one now call it the blunder, sent a bloke to the bin for a hit drop. The thing is, I think Burton milked it. He went down like he was in a critical condition, right? And the replay showed that the attacker landed on his right leg and Burton came up and grabbing his left leg, and the bunker fell for it and put the bloke in the bin. So that was disgraceful.
Yeah.
You know,
We've spoken about this before.
You cannot, if you're tackling a bloke, you know, and you're wrapping around, sometimes you're going to make contacts with the back of their legs. Unless they're standing up in a tackle and they drop their hip into their feet, you just can't stop that stuff.
We've spoken about this before, the acting on to get a penalty. They should have taken Burton off and x-rayed his leg.
Well, I agree. I hate to say this, right, but you've said a couple of things in the last 5 or 6 weeks which I really agree with. And one of them is if you go down injured and you stop the game, you get subbed off for 15 minutes, right? And then you come back on, but it counts as an interchange, unless it's foul play, right? Like a swinging arm or an elbow or something like that. Other than that, if you go down for that hip drop tackle, which he got up 2 seconds later and was, you know, he was off with the cardiac arrest stuff off him and off he went, right?
Scored a try.
So you tell me that if they want to cut the soccer garbage out, right, where you get clipped on one leg and then rolling around like you're going to die with the other leg, right? Well, the only way to stop that is to punish the teams for going down and faking injury.
That's right. No, I agree.
Rant over.
All right, we'll move on to the next game, which was the Warriors on Friday night, 6 p.m. Warriors 22, Para 26. Para was good. I thought Para was very good. Your thoughts, Dave?
What a great decision by the blunder. Saved me the embarrassment of not even being able to pick their head-to-head, and everyone knows my multis suck.
And the blunder was, well, it's not a blunder actually, and I'll get into why. With a few minutes,
agree with the decision?
Yeah, it was a correct decision.
Oh, bullshit.
They asked the player afterwards if he touched it. He said, I touched it.
Touch what?
The ball. He said, I touched it.
Yeah.
He knocked it on.
No, they penalised him for faking catching the ball.
No. No, he dropped the ball.
No, they penalised him for balking the catcher.
Oh, we've got a dispute here. I thought
I'm telling you, mate. They got him for, and that's why there's been a big blow up over it, right? They got him for, you know, jumping up in the air and distracting the catcher when he wasn't intending to catch the ball. That was what the penalty was for.
I thought it was something else. Okay, my bad.
Do better, Jason.
That's terrible.
All right, so he's saying he actually touched. That's why he said he touched the ball, because he's saying it wasn't a penalty. Oh, man. I can't take that out in production.
Tech issues.
No tech issues. It's idiots on their phones. Concentrate.
I'm trying to sort out dinner now that my wife wants to eat at midnight. What do you want to do?
Where's my phone? All the way over there.
Oh, it's over there now. All right. I got that wrong then because I didn't think they got him for balking. That is a bad decision. Are you sure?
100%.
I want anyone watch. I'm going to go back and watch this game and find out if that's the reason. Now, if it's not, we're going to have a serious conversation next week because I don't think that is.
It 100% was it.
All right. So anyway,
in general play, when they were playing, right, I honestly thought that he balked him, right?
No, I didn't.
And then when they kept replaying it, yeah.
All right.
They gave the penalty for it, which was embarrassing. But in relation to the game, it was a good game of football.
It was a good game. It was 4 tries apiece, which was a very evenly game.
High speed.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought the Warriors made more line breaks.
I thought the Wars were a better team.
Yeah, I did too. I think, well, Addo Carr scored talk about a game of inches. Addo Carr scores a 100-metre try where the centre for the Warriors just missed planting it. Yeah. On the other end, and then Addo Carr scoops it up and races 100 metres. He's done a few 100-metre tries this year. He's definitely back in form.
Oh, he's playing well.
Hopgood for Para, makes 61 tackles.
Freak.
He is unbelievable. He's sensational to watch. Love it. I thought the Warriors wingers, and I've bagged out DWZ, but he was outstanding.
Yeah,
him and Tuivasa-Sheck, I think they broke something like.
You're reading my notes again. He's been out. Roger's been outstanding for.
They broke 13 tackles, I think, between them. Their run backs are insane.
Rogers last month has been the best football he's ever played, in my opinion.
You know, I think they're in trouble with their fullback. He's not playing well. chance Nickel Klokstad. He's not playing well.
No, he's not.
He had, I think, 5 runs the whole game, no try assists, no line break assists, nothing. He brought nothing to the game. When you look at the other fullbacks scoring 2 tries, it was dynamic in the running it back, all that stuff.
Him and Tanner Boyd and Wade Egan.
Wade Egan was dreadful.
Woeful, right? They cost the Wales the game.
Yeah.
Wade Egan cannot pass a ball backwards.
He was dreadful, which is a shame because he has been very good for that club for a number of years, but he was dreadful.
Can you answer me this, right?
Try.
I'll watch a lot of Power and the Sharks, right?
Yep.
And probably more focus on those teams than anything. When they're rucking it out of their own end, and I've whinged about this before to you, why do they catch the ball 4 metres behind the play the ball? And by the time they get to where they play the ball, in line with the play the ball, they're getting smashed by the defence. You have to be flatter. You have to be catching the ball nearly on.
Yeah, okay. I get it.
They give up so many metres.
Some teams do that, yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Like, with these defences, they'll run 6 metres before you run 4 because the ball gets rucked out.
Yeah.
You get the pass out of dummy half. They're already 5 metres, and then by the time you run your 3 metres, they're hitting you exactly where the play the ball was.
Yeah,
then you've got to have post-contact meters to actually make any meters on that play. Like, it's just insane. And Parramatta and the Sharks do it every week.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, we can see it.
So
I thought the Warriors. I think you've said it, but the Warriors had the better run of the game. All the stats are in their way, but they just didn't get the job done. And that goes back to missing a Class 7, which Metcalf is. There's your difference.
Yeah.
So it's a shame because it cost them a top 4 spot.
They would have went very, very close to being in and around winning the comp if they would have kept
him and Barnett.
They would have been very, very close.
It was.
You know, I did give my Jaden Campbell award to Isaiah Alongi.
Really? 2 tries?
I thought he was outstanding all game.
Yeah, I think you're an idiot.
Okay.
He scores 2 tries. Marky Mark scores 4.
Well, he's there too. They won it together.
No, don't.
I'm fucking doing whatever I want.
You're sitting on a fence, mate. You'll be better.
Okay.
Which you can't be anyway. All right, so that brings us to the 8 o'clock game, which was the Storm 10, the Roosters 40.
Shocking.
It just was a game of 2 halves. I haven't seen something like it for a while. That Storm dominated that first half defensively. They were brilliant. They were everywhere. You couldn't crack them. They come out in the second half, and it was abysmal. Like, they didn't want to tackle.
Yeah.
They completed, I think, 5 sets the whole game. 5 sets. The whole second half. 5 sets.
Yeah.
They had no ball. They didn't want to put their body on the line. That was Bellamy's 600th game.
I know. He was embarrassed.
And that's so disrespectful to the guy.
They embarrassed him. Could you imagine what it would have been like at Storm training this week?
I think he would have been quite hurt. I think it's actually...
He may retire because of it.
Yeah, I think you'd be hurt that they couldn't turn up for this game. The first half, like Cameron Munster missed 7 tackles.
Yeah.
The Roosters showed what they can do, though.
The Roosters had an 88% completion rate.
Yeah.
They had 40 tackle breaks, 8 line breaks, and 5 errors. They were faster, they were more physical in the second half, and they wanted it more.
Yeah, but they're allowed to. When you just don't want to put your body on the line. In the first, I just don't know what happened. I don't know what happened in that sheds at half time. But this has been an issue for the Storm all year.
Yeah, but I also think that, the Storm's had a pretty tough run recently, right? They played the Roosters, the Eels, the Broncos, Panthers, Dogs, and now they played the Roosters again. This week they got the Broncos. He hasn't rested a lot of their players either, like he did last year.
He has rested them throughout at different periods.
So, they must be getting tired.
Yeah, but he knows what he's doing, and I think, and he said,
I'm not suggesting he doesn't.
He said,
I would never say anything about Bellygate.
But he said, I won't rest them before the finals because now they need to be tough.
Well, they're probably not in form, and he's trying to play them into form.
Well, they get Hughes back this week.
They do.
But I don't know.
They did miss Harry.
Harry's massive, mate. Harry is brilliant, and yeah, they did miss him. But
Bronson Gerlich struggled.
Yeah, you can't replace Harry.
No, but he struggled, and I thought that Wishart did a much better job when he was on the park. Yeah. So,
look,
they picked him again this week.
I've read some commentators say that this is a wake-up storm the Storm needed just before the finals.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with. I think they've dropped their bundle a few times now, And I think it might be a psychological
But
thing.
their
going into
wingers,
finals.
they're struggling for wingers at the moment too.
Coates is back.
Coates, but
Warbriggs.
Kane Bradley was outclassed by Marky Mark.
Marky Mark, mate. He was a Jaden Campbell winner. He 4 tries. He was amazing. Loved him.
You picked him for Jaden Campbell?
Of course I did.
Yeah.
4 tries, mate.
He was outstanding. He's a freak.
You gave it a guy that got 2 tries. What the hell?
I gave it to 2 people.
It's one award, mate. You can't split it.
I'm doing what I want.
No. All right. So that game was just a tale of 2 halves.
Hugo and Sandon Smith were outstanding. Ethan Butcher, when he came off the bench, was
Good player, Butcher.
unreal.
Yeah. I think it does show what they can do come the finals, mate. I think that they are a dangerous team.
So the Raystone Award went to Angus Crichton for me this week.
He's a nasty defender, mate. He hurts people.
Do you know what? If he said run at me, but run the
Oh,
other way. Nope. No bravery awards here for a friend.
He's just outstanding. Love watching him. Yeah, it's a fair call. Let's move on to the Saturday game.
Yeah.
You happy to move on to Saturday?
Yeah.
Want to keep going?
The Tigers 24.
No, mate.
So
Raiders 24, Tigers 10. On a 3 p.m. game in Canberra, sold out, a phenomenal atmosphere, beautiful day, and what a game. And I thought it was a good game.
How good's the Viking Club?
The Viking Club's great. They did steal it. They stole it.
Stole it from the Vikings in the NFL.
No, I think it comes from Iceland.
Yeah, but I think they might have got it from the NFL.
Did they?
Yeah.
Are you lying again like you did about the balking penalty?
Probably.
But it was great. It was
don't
great.
let the truth get in the way of a good story, Jace.
But I thought that the way the Canberra has embraced this team, I think, is fantastic. The way Canberra played, the emotion Ricky Stewart shows is amazing for football. I thought the Tigers were good. I thought they really show what next year could bring. They ran with these heavyweight minor premiers.
Well, you want to know some stats?
Of course. You do the analytics. I don't.
11 errors each, right?
Yep.
They both missed tackles. Raiders are always the first team, right? 34-33.
Yep.
Completion rate 77-75.
Yep.
Line breaks 4-2.
Yep.
That shows you that the Tigers they're playing some pretty good football and controlled football. Your mate Ladu Fanai dropped the ball, killed you.
Yep.
It killed you again 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, 2 weeks. He's young. He'll learn.
Mate, you can't do that.
Yeah, he'll learn.
When the game's in the trenches.
In the balance, yeah, I know. And it cost him massively last week. It did.
And the week before. So
yeah, it did. I know that.
I thought that Canberra played like they had a lot to lose.
Yeah, like you mean played a bit nervous?
Yeah, and they didn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't a free-throwing.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Canberra do. That's what I like about Canberra. They do what they need to do to win. And
so they're the best offloading team in the comp.
They didn't offload.
They didn't do any. And when they did, they lit yous up.
Yeah.
So their second phase was non-existent.
Yeah.
Really like Weeks. Man, I know I talked about him last week.
Yeah.
They got some players in there that are really easy to like.
He wasn't as dynamic as other weeks, but he was still good. I thought we say it week in, week out with the refereeing. I thought the Tigers were harshly done by. I thought the Raiders, there was, I think, 2 knock-ons missed by the bunker where the Raiders knocked it on in good attacking field position for the Tigers, and they just simply missed it. The Tigers had lost the penalty count 9-5, and they lost a ruck infringement 6-1.
Yeah, you can't win games like that.
And I know
that's the game, right?
Yeah, that's the game. And I know that the Tigers like to play a bit angry and push the boundaries when they're losing, which I don't like to watch. But you can't tell me that that's 15 infringements to 6. Like, come on.
Yeah, do better.
It's got to be more even than that,
That's
surely. Right. I thought Corey Horsburgh was good. I like watching Horse. He was great.
I don't want to say this, but last week you mentioned Hudson Young, right?
I said that the Raiders forced too many balls to Hudson Young.
Right. So
what did you see on the weekend?
I saw exactly that. Right.
I'm a visionary.
And he's like a trombone in the string section.
Yeah.
Right? They give him the ball. Like he did set up a try in the middle, right?
Yeah. At the end of the game, when everyone's a bit tired, very end of the game.
Pretty much, if you stand in front of him all game, it's easy pickings for any defensive side.
Yep. Yeah. It's overkill. And I think that they need to get out of it because Hudson Young has been such an attacking weapon and scoring so many tries throughout the year. He hasn't scored in a few weeks. It's like they go, oh, shit, he hasn't scored. We better give him the ball.
Yeah.
And they're forcing it to him, and they don't need to. I thought the kicking game of Fogarty's outstanding. I did give the Ray Stone Award in this game
To
Jarrell Skelton.
who got knocked out.
He just... Did you see the hit?
Yeah.
He hit Ethan Strange...
With everything.
And it was a beautiful hit. Knocked Ethan Strange to the ground. Strange gets straight back up.
Yeah,
Skelton doesn't.
He doesn't get up.
But Skelton, it was a beautiful hit, a great tackle. Ethan Strange, I think he's made of cement.
No, granite.
He is the toughest player. But I gave it to Skelton because he did what Ray Stone would do and just put his body on the line and gave 0 Fs to his own to his own health and well-being.
And he won't be playing this week. So
No, he's done.
the season early,
he hadn't
so it
had
was worth
Monday.
it.
He doesn't remember a thing. But no, I thought that was great. That was great to see.
So Canberra were the better side, and they deserve to win the comp this year. So I congratulate them for winning the minor premiership. But they will have to play a lot better than that to win the comp.
Yeah, I think they will. I think they will play a lot better, and I think they'll get there. All right, we move on then to the 5:30 game. Manly 40, Dragons 24.
Okay, I've got very strong opinions on this. Who cares that with a game with 11 tries? It's a joke. Both of these teams are shit. Can we move on?
Yeah, I think we can. I agree. I thought the only thing I liked was Cooler, and then he got injured, and I don't like anything else about it. They would just... Yeah, two teams that just were throwing the ball around. It's like Harlem Globetrotters was rubbish.
11 tries. So, yeah. The next one's not much better.
Yeah, it's not much better. 38-30. Broncos beat the Cowboys up there in North Queensland. I expected better for the Broncos in defence. Their defence is going to kill them. Like, they just can't. They got a massive spray from Madge at halftime, but when you're playing for top 4, and they knew they were playing for top 4 because the Warriors lost the day before, and you let the Cowboys score 30 on you, there's an issue.
So the Cowboys missed 49 tackles.
That's like reserve grade.
And 32 from the Broncos. The Broncos lost every other stat.
That's just bizarre.
Every single stat. I don't believe the hype around this team, right? They'll make the top 4, right? And I reckon they're going to go out in straight sets.
Will they make the top 4? If the Sharks beat the Dogs this week, can the Sharks overtake them?
I think our for and against is a bit hectic.
Okay.
So,
all right. I kind of don't care about this game, to be honest with you.
Toilet water, Walsh, 5 mistakes.
Yeah.
And he's going to cost them a semi.
Yeah. But he was also brilliant with the ball in hand, and some things he did too. It's rocks and diamonds during a game. It's hard to keep up.
He also makes everything about him. Everything on the field, everything that goes on, he loves the camera. Yeah. He loves it.
I thought that with Ezra Mann and Reynolds coming back at some point, that would make them dangerous. But that will not fix their defence.
No.
Their defence is awful.
No. With toilet water, there's much better players around that get less hype. Mate, they don't have the skill level of toilet water, right? But they make fewer mistakes. That makes them a better player. Yeah. And they just keep carrying on about this kid. So
yeah, no, fair call. I'm not arguing. I don't know. I'm not arguing with you. You're very aggressive. I'm not arguing.
The Cows can't expect to win a game and miss 49 tackles.
Yeah, so 49 is... What would you say the average number of missed tackles should be?
32s usually. Usually,
I'd say in the 30s.
Low 20s, high 20s, low 30s is probably okay.
Yeah, in a good weather game, I'd agree. But 49, that's turnstile stuff. And some of their tries were turnstiles.
Oh, dreadful.
Oh, all right, so the next game was 2 p.m. on Sunday at Shark Park. Sharks 40, Knights 16. What's your take on that one?
I was fuming after 15
I thought
minutes.
you would be. It was 10-0 to the Knights after that time.
Mate, we got the ball. The first time we caught the ball, Will Kennedy dropped it. Right, we didn't see the ball for another 15 minutes. Right after that, they let 2 tries in. They didn't look like you can't. If you're going to play good sides, you can't give them 15 minutes free.
No, you can't.
And Knights did what all bad teams do. They let in a try before halftime. Right, so to put us in front.
The Tigers special.
Look, I was watching Nico. Like a lot of people, he's a running halfback, all that sort of stuff.
He is a running halfback.
I don't think he knows when he's supposed to run. Because when he's got space, he passes the ball, and when he runs into traffic. Like I don't know about this one. The back three for the Sharks are a liability.
Yes.
Right.
What's your take on this? They've extended Stone Street for another year.
Yeah.
So you've got a fullback, you've got 3 wingers,
I would rather Stone Street than fucking Militano.
But you've also
I can't stand him.
You got Hiroti playing pretty well. You got Jesse
We got dropped
Ramian.
this week.
Yeah, because of Iro when he's back.
Yeah, I'd take.
I'd take Iro.
over-
Iro's great. Ramian's good. And so, but where does Hiroti fit in?
Well, I wouldn't have Ramian and get rid of and play Hiroti.
What are they missing? In your opinion, what are the Sharks missing?
And they're missing a spine. Like we've got a good hooker, right?
Yep.
Braden's good, but the other 3 are dog shit. They're not going to win a comp with those 3 blokes. William Kennedy, Triggy Trindle, and Hines. You're not going to win a comp with those blokes.
Yeah, fair enough.
Those 3, the back 3, they're liabilities. 6 mistakes between the 3 of them. As much as your mate Mulatalo scored 3 tries,
don't start me, mate.
he had 3 mistakes. 2 of them led to a try, so you can cancel 2 of those tries out.
I told you, he's not good enough to act like he does.
Yeah, I thought Hiroti struggled against Best at the start of the game.
Yeah, but that's Best.
Right.
Like Best is one of the
But
better
he held on.
centres.
But he held on pretty well.
Yeah,
right?
but he's one of the best centres in the game. You're going to struggle. It's like saying I'm going to struggle against Crichton or Stags.
Yeah, I know. But the Knights, knowing that he was struggling against him, the Knights after 15 minutes never went back to Best. He caught a cold out there. He didn't get the ball at all. Yeah, so you've got an opportunity where you've got a strong player on a weaker player, and they don't go to him.
Yeah, that shows you poor 5'8", poor halfback.
Agreed. And to be honest, I never thought the Sharks got out of second gear.
Yeah, but again, this goes to it. They had a crap team before them, and they won. And that's all you want them to do, mate. You can only beat who's in front of you. The difference between the Dogs on Thursday night and the Sharks on Sunday is clearly the score, but the Sharks dominated.
Yeah.
Whereas the Dogs didn't.
Well, after 15 minutes, they scored 4 points.
Yeah.
When the Sharks decided to play football.
Yeah.
So,
And that's what I'm saying. So the Dogs just didn't dominate, which you would expect them to do. Very poor. Anyway.
Look, I'm expecting Sharks maybe to... If the Sharks may play the Roosters in the first final, right?
You don't want to do that.
I think they'll get beat.
Yeah, they will.
So...
Yeah. They beat you last year. I reckon they'll do it again.
Oh, that's hurtful.
All right. The last game, again, was a bit of a who cares. Dolphins 36, Titans 30.
Yeah, I wrote, don't care, another 11-try game. The error fest, 14 errors for the Titans, 9 for the Dolphins.
It's so bad, mate.
And they're limping to the end of the year.
Yeah, I know, but the Titans, we killed the Titans because I think the first or the second podcast, we said that. Love watching them, they're exciting. They just beaten the Warriors in New Zealand. They were amazing. And since then, they're terrible.
Yeah. Did think Trey Fuller was good.
Trey Fuller is outstanding.
Yeah, that's what I've written here. You read my notes. This back feed is from some dickhead in his mobile phone.
Sorry, I do apologise, folks.
He's got a dinner issue.
I do have a dinner issue. It's terrible. Yeah, Trey Fuller was very good. Again, do you think long term, like with Souths, they're going to have to make a call? Or you lose him? You lose him otherwise.
Well, I think they should play
the hammer
in
the centres.
In the centres.
Yeah, I agree.
Would you imagine having Trey Fuller at the back, the hammer? What's the other bloke that's got a knee injury at the moment?
Oh, Herbie.
Is that your?
God,
Is
that's
that
a
your?
big out.
That's
big out. Herbie's
that is
huge.
a very, very, very good football team.
Well, what about the Titans, mate? I think that they are in a rebuild without a salary cap. Like, the rumour is Des has ruined their cap again. They're willing.
He's got form for that.
Yeah, he does. They got, and you know that when you sign him. So, I don't know what's going to happen, mate. They're in trouble.
Absolutely. Shall we move on to this week's games, Jace?
We've moved on a bit quick, some of these games, but they're just not worth talking about. Like last week,
we've got other things to talk about.
Yeah,
like
but how
NFL.
good was last week?
I know.
And then the footy this week, it just didn't live up. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just a bit of a letdown. It just didn't live up to the hype.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll move on. We've given our Jaden Campbell Award. We've given our Ray Stone Award. The Phil Gould Flog of the Week Award.
I gave it to the blunder.
Yeah. The Flog of the Week, now that I've heard it, is Paul Crawley wanting Andrew Johns and Matthew Johns to put their hand up to coach Newcastle.
That's great preparation, Jace.
Yeah, I know. I stole it from you. I did not do any time on this at all.
Yeah, I'm aware. I can see.
It's been a hell of a week, mate. Yeah.
Just busy.
Just busy. I just give it to him, Paul Crawley.
That works for me.
This week's games. It's a funny round again. We've got some teams resting everyone. We've got other teams playing it. But let's see how we go. So it kicks off Thursday night, Broncos Storm. I'm
expecting the Storm to bounce back viciously.
Yeah, they've got a hell of a record up there at Suncorp too. So I think they'll give it to them.
Agreed.
Then we go to Manly, New Zealand at Brookvale.
I'm going to go the Wars. They got something to play for.
I think Cooler being out's a huge out because he was so good in attack. I made a mistake a few weeks ago when I said it was DCE's last game at Brookvale. That was actually his 350th. So this is actually his last game at Brookvale.
Yeah.
I think Manly could actually turn up for this, but I do think the Wars are playing for too much, and I think if they can weather the first 20 minutes, they'll give them a shake. Because I don't think Manly want to bite on their mouth guards and play hard. I think they just want Mad Monday to be there.
Get on the drink straight after.
Pretty much. This game, Friday night, I love this. Roosters Souths.
Roosters will win, but I think that Souths are going to want to upset the party. So.
I think Souths will get them. I do. I think Souths could win. And the Book of Feuds is about the Souths game. But I love this about rugby league. Cam Murray has been out with an ACL injury since pre-season. And because they're playing the Roosters, he's playing in this game. His only game this year is going to be in this round because they're playing the Roosters and he wants to beat them.
Well, I have a question for you.
I'll have an answer if you give me the question.
I appreciate that. Thanks for taking your time to consider my question, you fucking idiot.
Now you're on your phone. Come on, mate.
Why are teams that are out of contention, right, like South playing a guy who's been injured all year, why would you risk him?
Because
I know the South Roosters thing. I understand that's hatred.
But that's hatred. They're doing it because he's doing it because he hates them so much and he wants to play. Yeah. He wants to play with his teammates. I want to play with Cam Murray. If that's his attitude, I want to play with him.
Well, you look at Ray Stone, right?
He's playing busted.
He's busted. Would you play him this week?
If he wanted to play because for his mates and you're playing for a top 8 finish,
well,
yes.
They're not going to. By the time he plays,
doesn't matter. If he wants to play, I'd play him because he wouldn't let you down.
You've got to look after next year. Mate, I'd be playing. If my reserve grade side's not in the finals, I'd be playing the reserve grade team.
Doesn't want to let any. He wants to play, then you play him because you know he won't let you down.
I agree, but it doesn't matter. So your answer to my question is you'll play everyone if they're fit and if they want to play.
If they want to play,
and I totally disagree with you.
Yeah, good. I want you to because it means I'm right.
Agreed.
We move on. Dragon Souths.
No, Souths are playing twice. It's Panthers.
Give me a running sheet.
That's why I was on the phone.
You show some professionalism, mate. This is
Jesus Christ. I've had a bad day.
Dragons, Penrith by a mile.
Yeah.
The next game.
If Souths have to play 2 games in one afternoon, I will take the Dragons.
Cam Murray's going to be very tired. The next game after that on Saturday again is Titans-Tigers.
I'm taking the Tigers.
Yeah, the Tigers are actually playing a lot better than they have all year, and I'm looking forward to seeing this. There's a really hyped kid playing on their wing in his first game, who's a centre, 18-year-old kid, and they've got more raps on him than anyone I've ever seen. So that'll be interesting.
Interesting. Yep.
I agree. Tigers, Dogs, Sharks. Why are the Sharks $2.50 and the Dogs $1.50 favourite?
I don't know. It's even money, isn't it?
I agree. Yeah, I don't. If the Sharks are playing for a lot, they're not resting anyone. The Dogs were crap last week. Do you think it's just because of where they are on the ladder?
Yeah, I think so. And I think that the bookies believe the hype.
This is a massive game for the Sharks because the Sharks need to stand up and say we're ready for the finals.
They'll get beat.
Yeah, because they can't handle any pressure.
Correct.
Dolphins, Raiders. Raiders are resting everyone. Dolphins will win that.
Yep.
Eels, Knights. I'll be at that game. What are you doing? You want to come?
It's Father's Day, no.
Why?
I'm going to spend time with my children. Sorry, I'm going to spend time ignoring my children.
I'm taking my daughter.
I know, she's not my daughter.
So that's hurtful.
Yep.
Right. I just got rejected on on a podcast.
Excellent.
All right. Eels will win that by a mile.
Yep.
Multis of the multis of the round. Last week, as I said, my multis all died because Canterbury decided they were inept at playing rugby league.
Yep.
So I will go and then. How did your multis go?
I've got a sheet here. Oh God, man! Seriously,
my multis on my phone. I've got to look at my phone.
Seriously,
what's going on with production over there? You're just letting everything.
Well, normally you don't touch your phone.
But it's on my phone. I've got to look at it. I've got it over
Go
here.
in the next room, will you?
This is really.
I'll do my multi while you fuck around.
I've got it here.
So last week's multi was Parramatta head-to-head, Will Penisini anytime, and DWZ anytime.
Yep.
So Para got up. My bet of the round, which was Para at $2.40.
Can't.
Well, don't look at it. Go over there. I'll just keep talking by myself. My bet of the round was Parramatta at $2.40. And my multi of the week was Dogs v Penrith, first half, Dogs 22.5, Para head-to-head, Knights 17.5. All of them busted apart from my bet of the round, which got up at $2.40. Thank you very much, Jason.
It did get up. Yes, we were aware of that.
So if you did your work properly, that'd be written on a piece of paper and you wouldn't be fucking around with my... You did it again.
This is really upsetting me.
You're not the one who's got to sort that out.
Don't get testy. All right, you're very, very angry.
She's got
this.
them by the bed.
All right, so my multi last week, as I said, lost with the Dogs. I won't go into any more of it because it was shit. I hated losing it in that way because I should have gone with the Sharks game. I was all over it, and I went something different. So in this game,
do better, Jason.
Well, this will be better. So my multi of the round is Coates anytime, Sharks plus 4.5, and RTS anytime. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck anytime try scorer.
This is hilarious.
That's paying $5.
This is hilarious. I've got Xavier Coates anytime. I've got Roger.
Oh shit.
Roger RTS anytime. I've got Marky Mark anytime, and the Dogs 1-12 at $9.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
All right, so my same game multi is Para game.
Yep.
I've got a Lomax and Addo Carr to score 2 tries or more between them. I've got Lomax to score 12 or more points. I have the Knights to score 11 to 20 team points. And I've got Parramatta to win 13 plus, and I think it's about $8.
Nice. So mine, this is a big one. Oh my God. Just don't. All right. This is a big one, Jace. I got the Dog Sharks game for my same game multi. Stephen Crichton, anytime. Kick out anytime. And Fanua Blake, anytime.
Yeah, what's it paying?
$42.
Oh, fuck. For someone who hasn't had one multi get up, you're very... Why don't you just pick something that might have a chance?
This is the reason why I do this, because if it does get up, everyone gets their money back that they've wasted on my multis. And my bet of the week, New Zealand Warriors at 255.
Yeah, I like that. I like it. All right, so let's go into... The NFL starts, folks, and let's go into it.
So I've got... What I've done here, you probably haven't done any preparation, so I'll do my thing. I've got predictions, big predictions, right, for the NFL, right? So I've got Dallas won't win a game and Jerry Jones will resign.
He owns the team.
What's he going to own?
What's he going to resign from?
Because it's going to be so embarrassing that he can't handle it, right? Rams lose Stafford early in the season due to his back injuries, and they won't make the playoffs.
Yeah, that's fair.
Green Bay go deep into the playoffs with Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
Right. KC don't make the playoffs.
Now you're getting ridiculous.
It gets worse.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
If you say the Giants to win the Super Bowl.
No, Giants win 6 games.
Yeah, that's possible.
That's insane. All right.
No, it's not.
The Browns end the season with no idea what to do with their QBs and get the overall second pick.
Yeah.
Right. Rodgers is a flop and replaced by December.
Yeah, we know that. Yeah.
Right. Lions struggle due to losing half their coaches and don't make the playoffs.
Yeah, go.
Right. And Jackson Dark takes over the Giants QB in December.
I think
that's nearly a big prediction.
He will start this week.
No, he won't.
All right.
They've already picked Wilson.
Okay, so he won't start this week, but he will start at somewhat. My big prediction all centres on, I think, that Cincinnati Bengals were so disappointing last year that they will come through and will play at least in the AFC Championship game.
Their defense is garbage.
I think that they will still be strong, and I think that coming through I think Detroit still have some real strike that will trouble teams. I can't wait though. I can't wait till Friday.
So there's a game on the KC Chargers.
Yeah,
right?
Chargers are another team I'm very interested in watching.
So I've got a multi for this.
Yeah.
All right. So Kareem Hunt anytime,
Yep.
TD. Travis Kelce 30+ yards. Travis Kelce 3+ reception.
Yep.
Isaiah Pacheco 2 receptions.
Yep.
$9.
Yeah, the Pacheco one would get you $2. That'd be a lot because he's not a receiving running back.
That's $9. That's good. And then I got my multi for this. You haven't done any of this.
No, I haven't done any of it.
You're fucking unprepared.
My wife sent me on an errand. I didn't. What do you want to do? I can't say no to the woman. She scares me.
Go and pick children up from school in a white.
They're still in the van, mate. So they need water soon. I've got to go and attend to them.
KC head-to-head against the Chargers. Eagles head-to-head against Dallas. Seattle head-to-head against the 49ers. The Bears head-to-head against the Vikings. And anytime Jamar Chase for the Bengals.
Jamar Chase is just money. Just back him every week.
Just anyone who just wants to have a straight-out bet. And
Jamar Chase, anytime touchdown scorer.
That multi is $14.
Yeah.
That's all like that. And the upset of the week is the Giants at $3.21 against Washington, which is no hope. Don't back it, people.
No, I don't mind it, mate. Sometimes the first round is tough.
Game of the week, Ravens-Bills.
Yeah, I agree with that. I tell you, I'm hoping Philly absolutely destroy Dallas week 1. The pressure on Jerry Jones will be insane. All right,
laugh. Let's get into some racing.
The racing kicks off. The big racing season, Dave. What do you like?
So I got these tips from the non-committal bloke, Josh, because he knows what he's talking about.
But are they paying $1.20?
One of them's $3.
Give that one. What are the others?
One's $4.60,
okay.
And then one's a future bet.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I like that. It's not like him. He normally loves it. Like if it's a
$1.
So
Ramwick, number 8, Lady Sheridan.
Yep.
They won't be getting. She won't get beat. Her record is 7 starts, 5 wins, 2 seconds. Waller thinks that she's the next Winks, and she won't be beaten at $3.
There are a few people I listen to. He's one of them. Yep.
Right. The only danger is Jimmy Starr.
Good horse.
Very good horse, and good on a soft track. He's at $4.60.
Yep.
He's got a dog's money.
No, don't give the dog. No, dish lickers. Dish lickers are banned.
I've got to do it. I promised you. Townsville. It's next week. I'll do it next week. Let's not get into that.
Mate, my horse tip for the round is Linebacker at Randwick this week. Big, strong horse. Trainer raves about it. $5.50. I think it's good odds. I'm more interested just to seeing how he comes back, but I do think he's worth a bet.
Question.
Yeah.
What's going on with our donkey?
It's in the paddock for another 8 weeks after hurting its foot.
All right.
So it's had one race for about...
I've forgotten its name.
Barossa Valley.
Barossa Valley.
And one start where it came 10 lengths last.
At that joint?
Oh, where was it? It was so far west of nowhere. And now it's hurt its foot. So it's out. So get on Linebacker.
And stay off Barossa Valley.
Stay off Barossa Valley. All right, we're up. The rant of the week.
You want to go first?
Mate, my rant is very simple. Rugby Australia came out and said that they had posted a profit because of the Lions games that were here. And I just think it's quite embarrassing that that's the only way they're going to turn a profit. Like they're paying massive money for Sawali. They've got their viewership on TV is in the toilet.
And where do you watch that now?
No, it was in the paper. I just read it. I was like,
on?
Hey, it's my rant. Why are you getting in my rant? Like,
sorry.
Hey. I just don't understand how they can kind of say this is a win, that a team that comes here every 12 years is going to boost our profits. I don't know long term. I think they've got Phil Waugh in charge. It's a game, and I don't like rugby. I make that well known. I know people are real purists. They love it. But I just think coming out and saying, we're in a profit now because of this, it's not a win. I don't see that as a win. It's like,
How much was their profit?
they went back in the black, so it was bad.
So they made $1.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the tickets were so expensive to go to the game. Like, it was ridiculous.
You know, I got offered tickets to it and said no.
No. But I just, so that is, it's a very simple rant. I just don't understand, like, if that's your positive, I'd be concerned for your future.
Yeah, if you make, let's say they made a couple of $100,000 for the year,
that'll
right?
go shortly.
And you're a multi-million-dollar business,
Yeah.
and you'll make, what percentage of your turnover was your percentage?
That's exactly
was
right.
your profit? That's when
they made the money because of this tour. Now, that tour's every 12 years. So in 12 years' time, they're going to turn another profit. Like, good luck.
Yeah.
So,
They did give me some money for that tour as well.
God bless them.
I put some work in at Core for them, so thank you very much. You appreciate it.
That's my rant.
All right, my rant, again, really well thought out. Again, Jason's back on the phone, so we're going to get some static. Is the Channel 9, the terrible broadcasting and the terrible games we get. Let's just go through a couple of games. This week, round 27, we got Eels Knights. Why don't we have the Sharks Dogs game? That's on Saturday night. Why are we putting up with that on the Sunday afternoon? Last week we had the Dolphins and the Titans. Why didn't we have the Cowboys and Brisbane game? Well, that, doesn't make sense to me. Round 25, they had the Rabbits and the Dragons on Thursday night. And then on the Sunday gave us the Tigers and the Cowboys.
Do you think there needs to be more flexibility in the... I think they tried it, or they're trying it a few weeks out, or whatever it is, to try and change the games that need to be changed, I think. Because I think there's a flexibility issue, because they're putting games on there that maybe they thought at the start of the year were going to be good, and they're just not.
So the three most important games for rugby league, right, is the Thursday night game, the late Friday game, and the Sunday game.
Yeah, that's correct.
So I know the NRL has sort of made Channel 9 rotate the teams that get the Friday night.
Well, you remember it used to be Brisbane, Thursday, Friday. That was it.
Yeah. Which is an unfair advantage to them because then they know when they're going to play each week, right? But, I find it disrespectful to the people who can't afford KO or Foxtel that they've got to put up with the Channel 9 shit.
Yeah.
Right? And they get these woeful games of football.
Yeah.
Right? So that's my first point. The other point is that the Channel 9 coverage is completely unwatchable. The commentators are horrible. Joey Johns can barely speak, carries on like a pork chop. I like Cameron Smith. Right? I wish he was on Fox because I like him basically as a person. I don't mind Billy either, but he likes to tee off on New South Wales players and doesn't say much about the Queenslanders.
I like that. Loyalty.
Phil Gould is the biggest wanker on the planet.
You just lead with that and people will agree.
He's so political. He favours teams. He takes credit for Penrith.
He takes credit for any player selected in any other team that was a junior when he started in rugby league. I remember that kid. Oh, yeah, I remember seeing him and I thought he's going to be a great player. Like, he takes credit for everything.
Anything that's good, and then tees off on people that he's got political issues with. I just really feel sorry for those people. Like, as I said before, that can't afford Foxtel and KO. And it gets worse because we get forced to watch 4 games on Channel 9. We get 3 Origins you can't watch on Fox live, and you can't watch the grand final live.
Yeah.
The 4 most what's going on there, Jace?
I'm in the NFL fantasy comp, and it's a draft. We've gone late because of technical issues. I blame you.
Mate, I am filthy at you. We're going to talk about this later. So they've got 4 games of the year that are really important. Right?
I just drafted Saquon Barkley for everyone's attention, and I am concerned about the Madden curse that people would be aware of.
Okay, I'm horrified that you're interrupting my rant that I'd spent hours writing.
Sorry.
3 Origins grand final live, right? I get the anti-siphoning laws, right? But we can't take them off. You can't not have it live on Channel 9. I just don't understand why we can't have it live on and have choice for the people who are paying their subscriptions for KO or Foxtel, right? That we have to watch. As you know, when we were getting beat by Queensland in the State of Origin, in the last 10 minutes turned it off because I didn't want to listen to the bullshit.
Yeah, but I know so many people that will not listen to the commentators on Channel 9.
That's what I said.
This is the thing. You're not alone. Like, this is an age-old thing. Like, I said it earlier, I think, where I can't listen to Andrew Johns and Brad Fiddler. It's like they say things that are just so ridiculous. Are you watching the game or do you know about the game? And you know they do. You know they've got more experience in rugby league than I could ever dream for. But it's like they're idiots.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put it in a nicer way.
Whether Channel 9 have a narrative that they want to keep, they focus on the same players week in, week out. They focus, and we sort of do the same thing, bag the same players week in, week out here. But at the end of the day, we share it around to lesser players. They don't know. They just concentrate on, Cleary, or they concentrate on genital warts, or, they don't. It's not a comprehensive coverage. It's just garbage.
Yeah.
And I just think that the NRL fans are shortchanged by having to put up with the crap that we get from Channel 9 and the ads. We can't even get a fucking replay, Jason.
Yeah, I know.
Something happens in the middle of the game that's contentious, right? And the next thing we know, we're in an ad break because they're packing a scrum for a drop ball, or it's gone up to the blunder to check it, right? And then we come back and they just pack the scrum and off. We don't even know what happened. It's garbage.
I know. It is, and I'm not a fan of it myself. You know my thoughts on Fox Sports. I think they're far. They get it. You listen to Cooper Cronk talk footy. You listen to the guys on that. So Mick Ennis, some of the really intelligent people. It's like they care more about the game. It seems to me they care more about the game. They're not trying to be funny, tell old war stories. They just give their opinion on what is happening. And you go, yeah, right. Now that makes sense. Like it's far better coverage.
Agreed. And I just think that even commercially for Channel 9, right? I don't understand it. Commercially, people are not watching Channel 9 and going to watch Fox. Like, I would never watch a game that was on Fox and watch Channel 9 instead. It's just commercially doesn't make sense to me why they would have such a poor coverage that people hate. I don't understand it.
No, I agree.
I just don't understand it. Anyway, rant over. Another great rant by me. I'm the rant master.
You are. You put a lot of thought into it.
I put a lot of thought into everything I do, Jason.
Yeah,
I don't turn up with my phone and do fantasy bullshit while I'm doing a podcast.
I asked if we could come in earlier. We started earlier, and then what happened in the first half an hour?
For some reason, it didn't record.
You didn't record. The first half an hour.
I didn't record it.
And I did some of my best work. So if people out there didn't like what they've listened to, I really used up all the good material in the first half hour that Dave deleted. I thought he probably thought I was just too good.
Brought my own water this week.
So look, everyone, that's it for the week. I'm looking forward to this week being over because then we kick into the finals. So.
And the NFL starts.
And the NFL will have a lot to talk about on Friday, after Friday, and get up at 3 a.m. and watch it on Monday. It's wonderful. So thanks, everyone, for listening. I'm Jason. This is Dave and two shit blokes, and we'll be back next week. Thank you.
Really appreciate you listening, guys. Thank you.